Today, I'm going to talk to you about a professional treatment I was getting consistently, faithfully, diligently, but it was secretly ruining my skin. Stick around to find out. Hello, my name is Ashanwa. Welcome to LAJA. This is a space for women who are cultivating self trust so they can attract better outcomes in their health, bodies, relations with men, and just life in general. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, I encourage you to stick around and subscribe. I am documenting my journey to rebuilding my self trust, and I think it's actually revealing my purpose in the process. I run a school community, a women's only school community, where women are sharing their protocols to looking and feeling their best over 30, as well as ways they are also cultivating self trust in their relationships, with their finances, at work, and more. So, if that's something you're interested in and you just want to be around women who are sharpening each other and becoming hotter, healthier, and wealthier every day, I encourage you to join in the comment section down below. Today's video is on skincare, and I'm going to be talking to you about my skincare journey. Ladies, I'm someone that has always had clear skin. I did not wear foundation when I was pretty young. I always had clear skin. But by the time after I went through the tragedy that was 2022, I noticed that my skin started acting up. I would get a lot of breakouts, and those breakouts would leave black spots and post inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So I went on this quest to clear my skin because again, when you've had clear skin on your all your life and you then go from that to not having clear skin, it's a very humbling place to be, to say the least. So I started on my skincare routine and I was also getting older. I'm currently 30 years old, and I noticed that my skin had just changed. My face structure changed. Everything was just changing, and I didn't really understand what exactly was going on. So, to help with my hyperpigmentation, I decided to start getting chemical peels. I'm going to insert some images on here so you can see the quote unquote results that I was getting. I was getting PCA pills, which are the industry standard for chemical pills and just chemical pills as a whole. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to go for the best of the best. I'm going to bring out the big guns, and baby, I'm going to have clear, flawless skin. And boy, was I wrong. I noticed that my hyperpigmentation was not improving, as you can see from the photos. If anything, it was getting worse, worser and worser, as they say. It was a very frustrating experience. So after over 6 to 7 months of getting consistent chemical pills every 4 weeks, I decided to stop and cancel my subscription. And what did I switch to? I went ahead and switched over to microneedling. And ladies, let me tell you, I'm also going to insert pictures of my results. Baby, after 2 sessions, my skin looked way better than it did when I was getting chemical peels. You can even see it in the pictures. I've currently had 4 microneedling sessions. I get it every 4 weeks, like clockwork. And I just use hyaluronic acid in my microneedling sessions. I'm not adding PRF, I'm not adding exosomes or any extras like that, just basic micro needling. And ladies, I cannot scream from the rooftop if you're a woman of color, if you're someone that struggles with hyperpigmentation, especially, just let go of the chemical pills and transition, come over to the microneedling side. Yes, I'm recruiting you to come over to the microneedling side if you are struggling specifically with hyperpigmentation and clearing it up. Ladies, microneedling is something that I'm going to be on for the long term because this treatment is just chef's kiss. I'm in the process of exploring exosomes to see how my skin reacts to it, but even if you just get the regular microneedling with hyaluronic acid, you will see results after just 2 sessions. And I don't even have to try to pitch you or move or convince you. My results speak for themselves. I recently got married in June and I was so happy with how my skin looked. I'm going to insert pictures of how I looked on my silver wedding. I was so happy with how my skin looked, and I have to attribute a lot of that to microneedling. And to be honest, ladies, I really do not know why. At least I know if you're a woman of color, especially people, I would watch YouTube videos, and that was the reason why I actually decided to try out chemical pills. But I would see black women, women of color pushing chemical pills as the gold standard for clear skin and things like that. But I could never understand why it did not work for me. I don't know why it still did not work for me, and I'm not trying to find out. But I do know that sometimes with chemical peels, it could swing either way with melanated skin. So, ladies, if you're going to spend your coins on any form of professional procedure, I encourage you to go the micro needling route if you're a black woman or a woman of color and your specific problem is texture and even more specifically hyperpigmentation. For me, I do my micro needling at home. Crazy, I know, but I do have a routine that I'm down packed on. I share my protocols, I share the machines that I use and my routine in my school community. So I encourage you to join if you'd like to learn more about how to micro needle at home. But if you go the professional med spa route, a session of micro needling, at least in my area, I'm in Arkansas, it would run you about 250 for your face and 350 if you include your neck. I microneedle my face and neck, and then if you want to add the big guns like PRF or exosomes, that will run you about $400 to $500 in addition to the base microneedling price. So, ladies, it's recommended that you do get microneedling done every 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, as your skin tolerates it for maximum results. I do mine every 4 weeks because, baby, I'm trying to get rid of this post inflammatory hyperpigmentation and I want to give my skin the loving benefits that it needs. So, you can go the med spa route, but if you prefer to go the at home route, join my school community and I share my protocols on there on all the things, the lines that I use, the products, the aftercare, and more. And my results as well. I mean, I've shared my pictures on here, but again, ladies in my community are also getting microneedling done and seeing fantabulous results from it. And I just want to say here, I really think chemical pills are overrated. I tried it for 7 months straight and saw zero results. And when it came to microneedling, I saw results, significant results, after just 2 sessions. 2 sessions. You really can't beat that. So, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, or I'll see you in school where we can chat more about skincare and looking our hottest and healthiest versions yet. Bye.